What is up, everybody? Welcome to Cover Picks. I'm the Ninth Wonder, joined by Yeezy Yee. Um, Paul is out sick, Ann is out sick, so it looks like Chat is going to be filling in today and helping us draft. I hope you guys don't mind. But we do sick days around here. Uh, but thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Let's hop right into the affairs and go over the particulars. Pre-order cutoff date for the books we're going to show on this show is May the 16th, 2022. These books should be in comic shops by mid-June of this year. Each contender will get a total of 3 picks. That's per word, one per round. And each title can only be selected once. And each contender has 30 seconds to pick. If you exhaust that 30 seconds, the next contender up will make their selection. And chat, since y'all going to be drafting today, I'm gonna be on y'all butts. If y'all don't got a pick in there in 30 seconds, I'm telling you, if I'm behind y'all, I'm running y'all over and I'm getting my pick in.
Well, don't forget they have. I'll give them an extra 10 seconds because they get that delay.
I get them 40 seconds. I get them 40 seconds. But once that clock hit 40 seconds, I'm telling you, I'm not giving y'all no mercy. I'm getting my pick in. So it is what it is. I got a long standing right. I got a long standing beef with chat, and that's not gonna stop. The wild card today is how about no? Basically meaning that whoever has that middle pick, you get to tell another person that no, you can't draft any incentives today. So you get to choose whether it's me or Aaron, or if me or Aaron get that, we get to choose between chat, or Aaron could tell me I can't get incentives today, and vice versa. All right. And y'all know the draft order will always be determined by a random wheel. So with that being said, let's get into that. But before we do that, I almost forgot, guys, please go like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, do all of that good stuff so we can help grow this channel and get that algorithm working in our favor. I will greatly appreciate it. I don't ask for much, but that's something that I need to ask a little bit more, you guys. So I hope you don't mind. I know y'all hear that on every YouTube channel that you watch, so I try to keep it to a minimum. But really, 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 we definitely need more likes, comments, everything. I don't care if you watch the video live, go and comment after the fact. Say, hey, great video, whatever. Let's get as much participation.
Yeah, we got to break that algorithm. We got to break that algorithm, and then also share it out to your friends.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let's make that algorithm our little.
Hey, Remo, are you working from home? If so, do you want the link to jump on the show? And you can be the voice of chat. Let us know in the chat.
Remo not gonna hop on. Who we got? We got good Kaji in the chat early. I gotta give our early birds. Peter Peanuts in the chat.
Ooh, shout out to Peanuts.
Mark Slack. Mark, you get your package? If so, let me know what you thought about it. Big Remo, of course. Drunken Chat family, Cover Picks family. I need to start back doing our Monday shows. I need to stop being lazy and get on my grind for real with YouTube. My guy Mojo Quid in the chat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. All right. I guess I'll share my screen so we can see who's gonna be picking where. Remo, no, he at home doing nothing. He could have hopped on the show.
He didn't say anything in the chat afterwards.
He was like, "Oh, I'm already at home doing work, and they want me to hop on here and work. No, I'm good."
Ooh, is Chat gonna get the first pick?
It seems like it's been a long time, but your boy is back where he belongs on top, baby. Number 1 pick. Let's go. Already, I kind of wanted the middle pick, but that's okay.
You just wanted to use that wild card.
Yeah, now it's between Yeezy and Chat. And wow, Yeezy got second pick. And nice. Chat, that's gonna leave y'all with the third pick with y'all crusty butts. It's gonna leave y'all with the third pick.
So do I? I'll let the chat decide. Do I give the? Oh, Remo could. Okay, I'll send you the link right now.
Oh, Remo hopping in.
Remo's gonna hop in, and he's gonna represent the chat.
Yeah, boy, community comes through again.
All right,
community comes through again, boy. So I love this community.
I'm
I
sending it to
love
you
my
on
brother.
Instagram. Now I don't know who to give the wild card to now. We'll see how the first round goes before I just hand it out to someone.
Yeah. You know?
Depends if my book gets picked or not.
Yeah. I mean, we got to pick an incentive for you to use that too. So,
Yeah.
but see, that could change our pick because if you say no, I'm not letting you take the incentive on this book, we might not take that book, and that might open it up for you to,
To
for
throw out
you to
that wild
take it
card.
at, at
Yeah.
another point in time.
I
Yeah,
mean, because
yeah.
I'm not gonna give it to myself, but I mean, there are weeks that I go without picking without picking an incentive.
Yeah, that's true. It does happen. So, brother, of course, MegaCon next week, a week from now. What day you fly in?
I fly in that Wednesday at
Okay,
like
so do I. Me, you,
yeah.
and Mel.
Okay, yeah. So I'll be there. I'll be there late. I think I'll be there like at 10 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I was hoping we could do cover picks live, but I don't know if that's gonna be possible since we getting in. I mean, I guess we could do it late, but man, we'll be tired. We could always probably do it like the next day. I don't know. We'll have to.
We'll chat about it in chat and
Yeah,
figure
we'll
out.
talk. Yeah, we'll talk about it and see. But man, I can't wait, bro. Okay, this is the first con of the year. This is my first con since C2E2 last year, so I'm definitely pumped. I hope we all find some good books out there and
Uh,
just have a good time. In general.
yeah, I mean, there are a lot of artists that are like showing up. Um, I know the number one person I do want to meet is the call.
Yeah, man. I was kind of thinking about having him do something custom for me. But while we wait for Big Remo to jump on, even though Anthony isn't here today, he called out sick. I do gotta give some love to good people over at Bird City. They are a sponsor of the show, and not only of that, Ant and Laura, I can pretty much consider them family at this point. If you jump over to Bird City and you see something that you like, you can use my code Ninth Wonder for 15% off. I will tell y'all this: Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood came out today. There's a first appearance in that book, and they have the Decal 1 in 50 in stock on the website. I talked to Ant earlier today, and he told me that they had a few of them in. So y'all might want to go over there, snatch you up a couple of exclusives, snatch up that Decal, and use that 15% off. We're not selling you nothing. We're actually giving you a benefit. Not too many sites out there is going to give you 15% off on incentives and exclusives. So go ahead and take advantage of that. That'll be a good move for anybody out there in chat that's watching.
All
All
right.
right.
So I sent out the link to Red Hood and to Big Remo. Red Hood, I sent it to you on Google Chat. So we'll see who comes in first, and then they'll represent the chat for today's show.
Yeah, they both can come in and represent chat. I already set the draft up, but they both can come in and represent chat and just
Yeah. So we'll see who gets here first. But I guess while we're waiting for them, we can also go over the books that we have nominated this week. Let me share out my tab.
Yes, please, sir. Do that. Do that for the good people. Let them know what we got on the menu this week.
All right. So we have 9 books nominated. We have Captain America: Sentinel of Liberty #1, Dark Crisis #1, New Fantastic Four #1, Poison Ivy #1, Something is Killing the Children #24, Sonic the Hedgehog #50, Star Wars Han Solo Chewbacca #2, Twig #2, and What If Miles Morales #4. Oh, and we got Big Remo in the chat or in the room. What's going on?
What's happening, y'all? You hear me?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Finish. Thank you for hopping on, brother. Why you got that Lion shirt on, though? What are you doing?
Gotta show my allegiance.
You a Lions fan, boy?
Yeah.
Look. Man, I'm about to my first pick. I'm telling y'all, off top is gonna be controversial. I don't want to hear no crying. I don't want to hear no complaining and moaning. None of that. I'm just telling you right now. My first pick is going to be controversial, and I'm not trying to hear it from nobody. Don't send me no messages on IG. Don't comment nothing up under this video. My pick is going to be what my pick is going to be. And I'm basing this off the cover, not based off the people that's behind this variant. It is a store exclusive. I'm gonna tell y'all that now, but it's a hot cover, and I believe that it deserves to be number one on this draft.
Ooh.
Poison Ivy number one, the Sozo Micah Wanted Comics exclusive.
Mama.
Yeah, exactly. Mama, I can't do it like Joe, but God dang it.
So, yeah, that's exactly why I invited Joe into the room so he could scream out the mama.
Dude, that cover's fire, bro.
Yeah, I saw Drew dropping that today. Like, I was just like, kind of like, whoa,
bro.
like,
I'll be back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, man. All right, good. Don't look, man. Don't go blind while you in there. It's a dope cover, man. I saw that Drew was doing some, been doing stuff with Souza Micah, and then a Poison Ivy Souza. Man, look, just take my money. That little Futurama meme, just take my money. We ain't got to talk about it too much. We ain't got to over talk it. And they got the foil. Now I hope the foil has the trade dress on it because I'm not a big fan of virgins, but I like my women well traveled, but I would look.
Or at least I'm down or a minimal trade. That would be pretty cool.
Well, yeah, a minimum trade would be nice too. But I'm DTF for this book, man. I'm DTF for this book. I'm definitely picking a few of these up. And who knows? Maybe I hit Drew up and see, since I gave him a little promo under the table, maybe he'll give me a set of this to give away to somebody in chat. Maybe we can work something like that out. I send Drew a message on IG and see if there's something that we can do. But this is my first pick today, and I feel very, very confident about this book. I think it's going to do great on the secondary market. This is the second fire exclusive that Drew had. Really third, because that Bloodstained Teeth was nice too, but I really like the Iron Fist exclusive that Drew did as well. So
I mean, and then who else throws a Rancor onto a Star Wars cover with someone writing on it?
Yeah, that's true, man. Drew,
he's ahead of his
He been killing the man. He been killing the game.
Smart because he has Souza Micah doing. This is what, his second cover with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't seen anybody else do any exclusives with her. And she's the hottest artist in the game right now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Drew probably paying her a nice. But
I mean, but you got money to make money, and if he gets her and she does good covers like she's used to doing, it's a no brainer.
Yeah, and it's right up her alley too. Doing DC, it's not like he's like trying to take her out of her element either. Like, it's like, hey, do this random indie title or do this Marvel title that you have no reference points to. So, man, I can't give you the wild card on that, like, because like Drew's a good friend.
Yeah.
I can't
get around to.
Yeah.
I bet you wish you could though, boy. You'd love to have that damn right there.
Yeah.
All right, Yeezy, you on the clock? What you got in store for us?
Easy. I'm a big fan of this title. No brainer. Something is Killing the Children, number 24, the 1 in 25. If you need the link, let me know because
I
need the link.
Somewhere. Well, the 1 in 25, you could see some of it in the thumbnail, that cover on the end with the chainsaw, because I just knew Aaron was gonna want to pick that book.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm pretty sure Aaron will pick that book, so that was kind of like a no brainer for me to have that.
Like ever since they started doing 1 in 25s, I think I have all the 1 in 25s at the very least. I don't have all the 1 in 50s because some of those like jumped up in price like way too much. But I am enjoying this new story arc with the title right now. They did introduce a new character. Erica is in New Mexico, so I don't want to spoil too much about it, but they are continuing off the storyline of before issue 16, and how do I put it without spoiling? There are other members of the Order of St. George that are trying to hunt down Erica at this point.
Yeah, man, that's I got to get caught up on that. I got to get caught up on that. But I already kind of got an idea of where the story is going in my head, so I want to get caught up on it just to see if that matches up with what I'm thinking. But I did want to show off some of the Poison Ivy incentives. At 1 in 50, Frank Cho, which I put on the thumbnail, is very nice. And then the 1 in 100, Warren Lowe, they just murked these Poison Ivy covers. All of these are nice, which it makes it even more of a good pick that Drew did a store exclusive on that, because that all of them covers is just fire. And then this is the 1 in 50 for the Something Is Killing the Children. I love this cover as well. I think that's a ace in the hole right there. I like that cover a lot.
The prison cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, the 1 in 20, the 1 in 25. The who did that?
I actually don't know.
What website
It
is that?
kind of looked like the call.
It kind of looks like who is it? The person that did the issue 9. The Aaron 1 in 25 or 1 in 20. This is off of Black Cape is the website.
Got it.
Yeah.
But man, so good pick right there, man. I like. I mean, you can never go wrong with Something That's Killing the Children. The thing that's going to be interesting to me about Something That's Killing the Children is I want to see where their print runs are compared to where, when they really started to pick up steam last year. Mm-hmm. I want to kind of compare to see, have they print runs fallen off.
Oh, because like it really started picking up. I would say probably like around issue 10 to 16 is like where like skyrocketed, right? Mm-hmm. And then they took that break after issue 20, and then
that kind of messed them up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like they were trying to bank on House of Slaughter, and that had a lot of hype to it. Yeah. And then it just like kind of trickled down, right? Like after issue 1, or I forget what issue really.
I collected it, but I didn't start it because I was reading Once in Future, because it came out like around the same time. Mm-hmm. And I was rolling with Once in Future, and I was reading that, and then it got to the end of the arc, and I was like, oh, well, it's over. I'll start reading Something That's Killing the Children, and then they picked right back up, like maybe like a month or two afterwards. It kept going, so I was like, I didn't want to stop, so I still have to read it. I have all the issues, I just haven't read it.
Yeah. House of Slaughter definitely did not pay off. I agree with Rob on that. It's an interesting story. Like, I'll leave it at that. But like, it's definitely not for everyone. It's not for a mass audience. I'll say that.
Agree 100%. Agree 100%. And I'm not even trying to hate, on House of Slaughter or Something That's Killing the Children, but that book did not.
It didn't help grow the world, the universe.
Yeah, I think they. Honestly, I feel like they shouldn't have even done it, but I'm sure they made a lot of money off of store exclusives. Just people putting that on it, because it's on my pull list right now. I need to pull it off, but it's like I just rather pay the $3 than
issue 6 is gonna have a first. Issue 6 is gonna issue 6 is gonna have a first appearance, and then you get to see like what that scarlet bandana is all about.
Yeah.
But then that's when Tynion dropped, or he went to his own independent route. So that's probably what happened. Was he was probably trying to give him just some bullshit because he wanted to save all the stuff for himself.
He probably had like He probably
What was
had
that
to like.
one too? That pay for the little site that all the artists went to.
Oh, for the Substack stuff.
Yeah, the Substack. Like I think he took a lot of ideas to Substack. Like he didn't really want to give them anymore.
He probably had like a general premise for
Yeah,
what the story was, and let the whoever their creative team was to do like whatever they wanted with
right.
it to give their time to shine,
Mm-hmm.
or like try to make it their breakout title, and
Yeah,
then
just didn't work.
I guess it just didn't work out for the. I mean, and then like because I figured it would expand a little bit more on the origin story stuff, and then it kind of did at the first issue, and then it kind of just trailed off from there and became like this weird like we're gonna flash forward to the future, we're gonna go back to the past, we're gonna start again in the present, and then that's within 3 pages.
Yeah,
So like unless you're paying attention to all the details, like you can't really tell that, right?
it jumps around a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So
Yeah,
Remo and Red for the third pick. Y'all got to collaborate and see what y'all want to do for that third pick.
Go ahead, Joe.
I don't know. I was thinking. What about? Have you guys picked up Miles yet?
No, nobody's picked it.
Man, I kind of like that Miles. I mean, this is the first time he's holding Millionaire, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, so I think it's a cool cover. I mean, it's different.
I just think I mean if Marvel keep doing the What If TV show, I mean, look, they do a TV show after they do a season after they bring Miles into the MCU, and this will be a dope little episode, and those books are pop for a little bit. So you probably got to hope.
Because even though it's a what if, it becomes just the fact that he's holding Thor's hammer, it automatically becomes a key. It's the first time Miles picks up Thor's hammer, right? I know nobody gives a shit about it, but anytime this character does something for the first time, it's a big deal.
Well, I mean,
and everybody keeps talking shit over the last year. Oh, I'm tired of Miles this. I'm tired of that. Miles that. You need Miles Morales in comic books right now because
same thing with
he is the engine of this industry, whether anyone likes it or not.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, just look at What If 10. Like, there was a bunch of naysayers at the beginning of that, right? Mm-hmm. That it's like, hey, it's not in continuity, blah blah blah, and then like the market decided, well, I still like it as the first of like Jane Foster as Thor, and it's maintained its price if it's not skyrocketing, and I haven't been following it honestly.
Isn't the What If in continuity though?
I thought
the TV show is
anymore.
To the What If the TV show is to the movies, but obviously the comic books ain't. But here goes my thing about it. I feel like What If is just multiversal. You know what I'm saying? So what's stopping them from doing like an animated solo Miles movie where it's like you got all the What If Miles teaming up to stop a multiversal threat? I think that would do really well. Or what I wanted them to do for a long time, and I really think Sony needs and Marvel needs to do this, is do a Miles Morales animated series. Is like the next step that they need to do. I feel like you don't even need to worry about bringing him into the movies until another 2, 3, 4 years. If they announce a Miles Morales animated series and you kind of do it like 90s style Spider-Man, if they announce that right now, people will go nuts, and I guarantee you Ultimate Fallout 4s would probably jump up to about a $4,500 book overnight just based on the animated series alone. So because the reason I want animated is because you can do more stuff with animated. You know what I'm saying? And that give you a grounds to test. Okay, let's see which of his villains people like, which of his villains do people not like. It kind of gives you a chance to build up those new, like the Assessor, Quantum, people like that, the clones.
But here's your problem right here. Time Traveling Nomad nailed it on the head. What if Miles wasn't on Sony? So you would have to have Sony do the animated series. And are you going to trust them with that kind of thing?
He did it well with the first one. They just got to
for a movie. Yes, I agree. But
aren't they doing Spidey and his amazing friends?
Yeah, but isn't that supposed to be like Peter Parker in high school or something like that?
Yeah, but that's like a kid show. You gotta think about it. It's hard to mess up animated because you got to take your time with animated.
Yeah.
The reason a lot of these movies don't come out not that great is because these actors are on schedules and they on a strict timeline. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you start working through something and you see, this really not that John Blaze. Honestly, you can't go back and redo a lot of that stuff. You got to roll with it and be like, okay, we're going to try to make the best out of a bad situation. And then, too, with animation, you don't got to worry about CGI. You don't got to worry about filming locations. All you got to do is get you a dope team, a dope team that can make the animation look good. Get you a good writer in there. And it's a much easier.
You know what it's going to be about, guys? The minute they announce a live action, bro, it's all going to be about the soundtrack because that's going to be some next level shit, dude.
That's a big part of the end of the Spider-Verse is that freaking Post Malone song. Everybody loved that shit.
No, but I'm saying like the whole album.
I think of that movie every time I hear that song. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But see, this is my thing. I feel like they got to get the tone right. Like they got to get the tone right. They got to get the music right in that movie. They got to be spot on with the music in that movie. And then I feel like they got to secure the proper licensing. Like you can't have Miles in no Bobo Walmart looking fake Jordans. You actually got to get the Nike license.
Yeah.
You can't have him with no random bootleg earphones. You got to get the Beats or something like that. The AirPods. You gotta
just pay Dre his money. Pay Nike their money.
you gotta get that merchandising right.
That's where you solicit them. Hey, we've got Miles Morales live action coming up. Do you want to be a part of this?
Well,
we can put like brand new Jordans no one's ever seen. You remember that He Got Game? Like, didn't Denzel wear those Jordans before anybody had them?
Yep.
So
exactly.
Well, and then but Nike did put out those Miles.
Yeah, the origin stories. Yeah, but see, that was kind of like an unofficial thing. I feel like they got to expand upon that because honestly, I feel like Miles, the way just on me being a whatnot seller and having my ear to the streets, I feel like he could be the first comic book character to also be an influencer.
He is an influencer, Knight.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, you're right. He probably already is. And then too, I feel like they got to get the little things right. Like you got to do a clip of Miles in his bedroom, and in the background, he got anime on the TV. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a Nintendo Switch. You got to do the subtle things to make.
But like you're saying though, like you don't have to age him up or down in the animation. He can stay the same age for a long period of time. He's not going to have any political aspirations that are going to ruin him on Twitter so that, he gets canceled before the show comes out. Like he's not going to, you know what I mean? He's not going to, sexually assault or beat somebody up, you know what I mean? In a bar, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to worry about those things. So it's a lot more open for an animated art character or series than it is, I feel, long live action. You don't have to negotiate the price with the person. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to hold you hostage like the Moon Knight actor is right now, saying he's not going to do a second season because he doesn't want to be handcuffed to the show. Like you don't have to worry about all that stuff. You know what I mean? And we know him as animated characters in comics anyway, so we're not going to be mad at it.
Okay.
Well, like if you cast a live action Miles, like you better do a full background check on that dude, man.
Yeah.
You cannot afford for something to happen and then you have to replace the actor and
It's like drafting the number one pick in the draft, man. You got to do a cavity search on that dude whole life, man. Like you cannot play around with that, man. Like getting that.
You gotta walk him to and from the hotel into his. You can't make sure nothing happens to him on his way to the training camp. All that you can't
have to have security with that dude 24/7. Not only to make sure nobody else does nothing to him, but make sure he don't do nothing dumb himself, because man, that's gonna be a heavy set of shoes to fill.
Dude, this is a little off subject, but did you see the kid, that Sauce kid from New York, who signed a $33 million contract, and then New York State taxes takes half, and he only makes $17 million?
Who's that?
That guy Sauce
Gardner for the
Sauce
Jets.
Gardner he plays for the New York Jets. He's their first round draft pick. He sort of signed a $33 million contract, and they took half taxes right off the top, $17 million. Yep. And the guy before him gets drafted to Houston and gets all this money. That's crazy.
Well, man. He'll make it back with
that's what they were saying. But still,
because New York, if you're playing in New York and LA,
it's a gift and a curse. Like, you can either make a ton of money or you can lose it all because you're in the biggest market.
But that's
where you choose your residence to be somewhere else.
Yeah,
and that way,
it don't matter. It don't matter. It's about where you
state. Yeah.
You get paid in that state, you got to pay taxes in that state. Yeah. Gotcha. But here go the thing about it. The crazy thing about it. What was I about to say?
So what they really need to do right now, what Big Remo and Red Hood, is pick out which cover they want. And just
I was looking at.
Remember that you get one incentive pick out of your 3 picks.
Okay, pull up that design variant. Let me see a closer look at that.
Here, let me full screen that.
Nah, you don't want that one.
Yeah, man, that looks pretty cool, dude.
I don't think it's holding the 1 in 25 though.
No, look, it's graffiti on the hammer and it says Loki on it. I mean, that's just
that's a little much, man.
Oh, come on, man.
You don't think so?
This is going to be your only incentive pick if you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's going to be.
All right, talk me out of it, Remo.
That cover A you picked.
The 1 in 25.
Yeah.
Is there? Where's the 1 in 25? I don't see.
And they're trying to talk us out of our
the Villa variant. That's the 1 in 25.
Joe, they're trying to talk us out of our incentive. Don't fall for it.
I don't think this is the 1 in 25. It just says it's $3.
That's the 1 in 25. Trust me, that's the 1 in 25.
That's my wife's maiden name.
$2.
I definitely want that.
Yeah, it says it's.
I think that's an error. I'm pretty sure that's an error, because they only been doing 3 covers. They do the A, the 1 in 10, and then they do the 1 in 25. You know what? This one might have 4 covers. Maybe the 1 in 25 ain't out yet.
Yeah. So I mean, on previews, it's showing as an open order.
Okay, maybe they didn't do a 1 in 25 for this one. Maybe
not for a number 4. Probably not.
But that's still a sick cover. That would have been a 1 in 25 on any of the other runs that they did.
And then I'll go back to the A cover as well, just so you get a full image of it.
I think that one's cool right there.
Hell yeah, dude. That's badass, dude.
And then you still have that graffiti on the side as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that Miles is always associated with graffiti art, but
he should be. I mean, he was a graffiti artist. They showed that that was the bond him and his uncle had, as they used to go bombing at night. So
yeah, and then
that's a part of him.
Well, they had that Funko Pop as well, right? Where he's all street.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah.
And see, you know what? That's like, it's a YouTuber out there. I don't know the guy's name. I can't remember. And he was like, "Oh, look at this! They got Miles in Jordans and graffiti everywhere," and basically trying to say that not Nike, but Marvel is stereotyping Miles. But
dude,
like Remo was saying, that was his thing with his uncle, was the graffiti, and I think a lot of people forget that.
They do. They totally do.
Because it's not something that Marvel does that often. It's not like every time you see Miles, he holding a graffiti can. A can of
aerosol can,
a paint in his hand, a spray paint in his hand, tagging the side of a building. It's something that you hardly ever.
But he did go out bombing. Remember, like when he first figured out he could do it, he did go paint with that. Like,
yeah, he did, and you know his in his on his suit from Into the Spider-Verse, it had remember the spider was in graffiti.
Yeah, because he went home and drew it up. Like that was his thing. He did that when he wasn't into music. Like he was listening to music when he was drawing. You know what I mean? Like he was doing his thing. Like and then he went and put it on the wall. Like remember he wanted to show his uncle the picture. Like
yeah. All right, but that's a solid top 3 picks so far, I think.
All right, and then so we do it snake draft style here. So Remo and Red Hood's back on you.
Let me see the picks again.
Oh, here, let me add it. Yeah, easy switch that back.
All right.
Then let me turn it.
So you have Twig number 2, Star Wars Han Solo Chewbacca number 2, Sonic the Hedgehog, New Fantastic Four number 1, Dark Crisis, or Captain America Sentinel of Liberty number 1.
That Sonic the Hedgehog, is that an incentive or just a regular?
There is an incentive. Let me.
No, dude, no. No.
It's number 50. Let me see what it is.
Y'all don't sleep on this.
Exactly.
No. Pull up Fantastic
you don't want that remote. You don't want that.
Joe, I'm telling you, man.
Pull up Fantastic Four, bro.
No. Bring up the 1 in 50, man, because
it's
a number. It's a number 50. It's a 1 in. If they have a 1 in 25, ain't nobody ordering those, and it's gonna be sought after.
All right, so here are your Sonic covers. Here's the cover A.
Mm-hmm.
Crap.
Cover B, cover C, cover D, cover E, cover F. This is the 1 in 10. And then you have your 1 in 25, which they don't have an image yet. And then, oh wait, that was for the one. Yeah,
1 in 25.
Yep. And then Joe wanted to see the new Fantastic Four, which I think is on this page.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's go, baby.
All right. So for the new Fantastic Four, this is your A cover.
Go. No, not that one.
All right. And then
right there. Look, all the way
gems.
at the end.
Oh. No. This is the 1 in 100 hidden gems.
Right there, the Corey Andrews. Next. The next one. Yes, my dude. Look at that.
I love that cover. That goes perfect with the X-Men Corey Andrews.
Yeah. Oh, for X-Men Legends.
Mm-hmm, for X-Men Legends, yeah.
Bro. And it's an open order, so it wouldn't count against your incentive pick.
Yes. Pin it.
I'm down. Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I think that's the one right there. I think y'all did good.
You just want the Sonic the Hedgehog.
I
ain't no fool. I know how you work.
But he's already picked his incentive.
Next pick is gonna be
I can't do it. I can't do an incentive.
Yeah. And I can't use my wild card now.
I know, right?
Unless they try to take an incentive later on.
Yeah, unless they try to pick a pretty cool incentive, and I'm gonna be like, oh no, you can't.
All right, Yeezy, it's back on you, man. It's back on you, man.
So let me switch back to the tabs. Which one I'm sharing? Crap. They got rid of that button that let me use to switch between tabs, like which one I could share. All right. So what's left? Captain America, Dark Crisis, Sonic the Hedgehog, Star Wars. I think I'm gonna go Star Wars, but I wanted to see if there's which covers to pick from out of that. I'm pretty sure I'm going Star Wars though. I mean, because you can never go wrong with Chewbacca and Solo, right?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, those are two of the most lovable characters that Star Wars has had for a long time. So yeah. So I'm gonna go with Star Wars. And I don't see any of the incentives.
Black
I
Chrysanthemum.
think this Chrysanthemum cover is the incentive. I want to say it's a 1 in 25.
Black
But I had
Chrysanthemum.
already, since I put this on, I think they pushed FOC back because of the Marvel paper issues. So I put this as the thumbnail. So I just left it in the draft because I figure whoever took this book will want to take the Chrysanthemum solo cover.
With
Yeah,
Joe Black Chrysanthemum, Joe.
But it's yeah, I mean, it's already a 1 in 25, so I've already picked my incentive for the week. So I won't pick it. So but I guess I'll just go with the what is the A cover with Greedo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just go with that one.
Yeah.
Because
but which really I really should be. I think that cover is a 1 in 25. Let me double check. Is that let me ask you a question if anybody knows and something to think about. Is that Chrysanthemum's first solo cover? Because I think it is. No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
No.
That Crimson Rain book is his first solo cover. But this might be his first incentive.
There's a photo variant too.
That one book. Yeah,
but I don't know which one. Yeah, for the one that was on FOC a few weeks back.
Yeah.
So for that,
yeah, because I think that cover was like what $8 or something like that too. The photo variant cover.
Yeah, it was a high price one.
Yeah, it wasn't just like a $4 book or even $5 book. I'm pretty sure it was like $8 or something like that. Which
it was like a $10 book.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was high up there in that price, but I mean, yeah, yeah. If you had to choose between something that's killing children and that Han Solo and Chewbacca, I mean, Star Wars, man, and it's one of those books, right, that people like will buy and then hold in their collection forever and never let go. So you can definitely capitalize on that.
He still shot Greedo like he didn't give him a chance, man.
Yeah, Solo shot first.
Yeah, he definitely shot first.
Yeah, there's no debate on that.
Anakin beat the shit out of him when they were kids.
Oh yeah. But was that Greedo?
Yeah, it was Greedo.
Yeah.
Did they actually name him as young Greedo in that or something?
Yes,
like that?
they did.
Oh, did they? I didn't know if that was for sure him or not.
It was in the Phantom Menace deleted scenes.
Okay. Well, I mean, can you tell me the main character of the Phantom Menace?
So then he's a kid then? Because that's
I mean, he would have been on Tatooine, so I guess that would have made sense.
Sebulba was the shit, bro.
Bulba.
No, Sebulba.
That's Sebulba.
Yeah, the pod racer. He was my favorite character, bro.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the main character of the movie.
In my opinion, he was.
But he doesn't show up until like an hour into the film.
What an entrance, bro.
That's all that matters.
Let me see the move that so I can see the books.
Okay.
I can figure out what I want to.
All right. So I think what's left is what? Twig, Sonic, Dark Crisis, and Captain America.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with the Sonic. I
knew it.
I'm gonna go with the Sonic. There's a couple of first appearances in this book.
I knew it.
If I hadn't already took the one at Comics Poison Ivy, I would take the 1 in 25, which the artwork isn't out for it yet. But they have a ton of covers for this, for this Sonic. But I just rock with the cover A right now. I just go with the cover A for right now. But Sonic, bro, if you look at it, that Sonic is on issue 50. How many comic books is ongoing that long right now?
Dude, that's not. I mean, I was talking to Comics Man, and he was telling me like one of them is like got like 90 something issues. One of the series.
Yeah, and Sonic has a huge. Sonic has a huge following. It has a huge following. Go and look up some of like the second prints and variants.
They're expensive
for this Sonic. Yeah, they pretty expensive, man. So don't sleep on Sonic. This stuff is low order and low key. Both of the Sonic movies been good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but you also have to think of like, it's IDW too, right? Like how many stores are ordering just enough for their pool customers? Like even if they had like 6 orders for issue 50, how many are going to order to the 10, let alone order 25 for the 1 in 25?
Yeah,
Probably not many.
agreed. And if Ann is watching, or Ann, if you watch this on replay, if it's not too late, I will see if I could do a store exclusive on this and do your 8-bit theme. I think that'll go over really, really well. But yeah, that's my pick. And then for my third and final pick, I think I'm gonna go with. Oh man, this is such a tough decision. Oh man, I'm gonna go with Twig number 2. I wanted to do one of the incentives, but I don't. I mean, obviously, I'm tapped out on incentives, but Twig is looking pretty good so far, man. First issue was pretty good. I can just, little cute, adorable characters like this, I can see going a long way. And here goes the thing that I feel like Twig has working in his favor. With Kanto, we don't know, what's going on with that. Hollywood is hot at Will Smith right now. So look, Twig about to slide into Kanto place and be the cute little character that's gonna run wild this year, man. Now, don't get it twisted. That first issue was printed into oblivion, but as the series goes on, these later issues, they probably gonna be less printed, and you get first appearances and things of that nature. It definitely gives you a better chance to pick up on some issues that might be lower printed and have a dope first appearance in it. So I'm gonna rock with the Twig today, man.
Well, I mean, with issue 2, you can assume that that the print count's going to half the amount.
Yeah, it might go even lower than that if it's no store exclusives. I say it'll be less than half.
Yeah, I do like that Momoko cover though.
Yeah, that Momoko cover is sweet.
Yeah. Let's see if I can share it real quick. Man, I can't believe they got rid of that function where I could switch between tabs and share. Here we go.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the eyeball looks cool, but the Twig character itself looks kind of weird. But I do like the background and all that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the best cover, but it's been a.
I mean, I couldn't tell that that's the Momoko if you didn't tell me it was. I wouldn't have known it was.
Okay. Until you look at Twig, right?
Well, no, I mean, even just looking at it, that doesn't really look at her style, her style. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think she's leaning back a little bit more towards her classic horror stuff that she used to do.
Yeah.
I mean, especially she's throwing in a lot of eyeballs into a lot of her work and all that. So just wanted to share that with the audience. All
right. Yeezy, it's your pick, brother.
All right. Let me get back to my share tab.
I
think Yeezy gonna go with.
I don't even know what I'm gonna go with.
Captain America.
I mean, I was. Wait, so my choices are Captain America or Dark Crisis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would more than likely read Captain America before I would read what's it called? Anything DC. If I'm gonna be completely honest.
I'll be hating on DC.
I mean, I don't don't get me wrong, I grew up on DC. That was always, and then when I got back into comics, that was what was the hottest thing at the time, and DC keys were always king. And then I feel like it flips every every decade or so. Is that about right, Joe? If you looked over all the since you got into comics to now, would you say it goes kind of back and forth over
I would say DC used to be king.
Yeah.
But what hurts them is this the movie properties. Like Marvel is so organized, and so now when you pick up the book, I mean, you're thinking about the characters, like the actors that play the characters, so you can visualize like those actors in a Spider-Man book or a Thor book, and it's just hard to visualize those characters in DC books, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're always going to think Iron Man is Robert Downey Jr. Batman, you got about 10 different guys that play Batman.
All right.
So just continuity, I mean, and just and just organization around their movie properties is their biggest opportunity. So, but if DC would plan and get organized and say, okay, we're starting here and we're going to build around this, it would give you a lot of hope. Like if they say, okay, we're starting here with this Batman, and then we're going to build around the Batman and let everything just happen organically, just the way they built around Iron Man. But
Yeah.
I don't think they want to do that. They want to jump here and they want to jump to a different character and jump to a different character, and
And then
I mean,
for the cover I'm gonna pick the is it Mar Mavrodius cover?
man,
that's a dope cover. I saw that and it jumped off the page to me. But I think that's what DC's trying to do now in the comics is that's why they're doing this Dark Crisis, because they're trying to trim back on some of their legacy characters and start pushing the younger, future state characters more, so that eventually they can get into the place in the movies where they can build around that one central movie and go up, from there.
Yeah, I mean, and then, but what wasn't that what the Infinite Frontier was for? Like, wasn't that to clean up all the I mean, the transfer from Rebirth or DC Universe to Future State to Infinite Frontier. Like, I thought they were purposely cutting down titles to like kind of have like a central idea of where they were taking DC Comics to.
Yeah, they done pretty much cleaned it up now. Now it's just more so they have to start putting action into place, and that's a pretty big action by killing off a lot of your legacy characters, so that the younger characters can shine uninterrupted without constantly, having to look over their shoulders. So, I think you can work for DC. I picked up that Justice League, a couple of those Justice Leagues. The one that just came out like week before last. But yeah, but the interesting thing about this Captain America, so they got Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, and then what is the one with Sam that just came out today? Is it Sentinel of Justice?
Badass cover, man. Oliver Copiel.
That's this book, isn't it? It's not the same one?
Symbol of Truth.
Oh,
Yeah. So you kind of got one with one with Cap, and then you got one with with Sam Wilson as Captain America. So I kind of feel like with Marvel, I kind of don't like that. Like if you're gonna let Sam Wilson be Cap, let him be Cap without anything else going on. You know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, this is Cap, and that's it. Period. We not doing no Steve Rogers Captain America stuff. Just let Sam be Cap and leave it at that.
Yeah, why do they have two of them?
I feel like there's no need. Yeah, I feel like there's no need for that. All right, fellas. So last pick is on y'all. Do y'all want to go with the mystery box, or do you guys want to
pick
go with the dark crisis?
Dark Crisis, right?
Fuck no.
Mystery box. Go with the mystery box.
No way, man.
All right, mystery box it out.
No.
What are you saying no for?
You want this one?
Mystery box. No.
You're going with Dark Crisis then?
Oh, those are the only two choices, right?
Yeah. You want to go with Dark Crisis, or you can go with the mystery box?
Let's go mystery box, man.
Okay.
That's
Fuck
on
that Dark Crisis, man.
So I have no idea what the mystery box is going to be this week. Oh, you can make it an incentive as well too, if you want to be
Yeah,
nice.
I mean they can pick if they want the incentive. I'm just picking the book. They want the incentive, they can pick the incentive. All right, so mystery box this week is Nubia and the Queen of Amazons, number 1.
What does the incentive look like?
So the incentive is
Come on, make it a
they don't
sway
have
incentive.
the art for the 1 in 25 on this. It's Alethea Martinez. They don't have the art on that yet. But they got like
the one you
local
showed was
stores.
fine. I like that dude's name. He's got the same name as me. So.
Oh, Carrie Randolph. Yeah, Carrie Randolph is a badass. So, I think they can actually do some pretty dope story exclusives with this. I'm still pissed off about that one Nubia cover where she had the LeBrons on sitting in the throne, and they cut the shoes off. Bro, I'm so heated about that. And
then they waited till after FOC and was over, and then they did it.
Yeah, they foul for that, man. They super foul for that. DC is super foul for that.
So they gave her the Liefeld treatment where they cut off her feet?
Yep, exactly.
And they show like a little bit of the shoe.
Yeah, they just show like the top strap of, but you can't tell if it's a sneaker though. It just looked like a sandal strap. Looked like she got on sandals with a strap or something. So I was so heated about that. But
I saw a lot of group chats like heated about it too. I think
at first they said it was like you had to order like 250 or Ant said you had to order like 250 to cover A or whatever in order to get it. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, if you get them, like they're gonna be hard to get and blah blah blah." And then,
where you had to order 250 to unlock that to order as many as you wanted, right?
Exactly.
But it's like I just blew all my budget on 250 copies of this other
book you don't want.
This book that's gonna sit in a long box for me in someone's warehouse.
Terrible.
Yep. But I'm gonna tell you what though, and I don't know why they cut the sneakers off, because they had the same artist did another cover for DC. It was a milestone cover where they had. Hold on, let me find it.
Hey, Robert Fordham gave you a sticker, bro? Rob's Comics?
He gave me 3 of them. I bought some books from him, and he gave me 3.
Piece of shit, dude.
Whenever you buy,
dude, I pressed a whole bunch of his books. He's got a whole shitload of 9/8s, and he can't even give me a sticker. That's messed up, bro.
Just be like, hey, your pressing fee is a sticker, and then this amount.
I'll be honest with you,
my pressing fees just went up, bro.
It's like if you have merch, you better make sure you give it to Red Hood.
That's why I eyeball things. Like I saw that Rob's Con, I go, man, look at that. It's been holding out.
Yeah, I got a Skeff holographic, one of the early Skeff holographics.
Man, Skeff gave you a sticker too. You saw what I did to his book, right?
And he showed me.
Damn, dude.
And I got the Coco Gal sticker over here, disapproved by.
See, that's why I tell you, Aaron. Like, you find out the real shit about people, man.
you don't want to see how many Bird City stickers I have.
Well, they sent me a sticker.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing to say. I love
y'all got the sticker? I got the damn coaster, baby.
Oh, I got a better sticker than that one, dude. I got a better sticker. They sent me a badass sticker. Holograph.
I got the coaster, baby. I love the coaster. So this is the same artist. I can't remember her name. Did this, and she got on the icon. She got on the Jordan 8s in this one. So
hey,
I'm
I'll trade you a Bird City coaster for one of those.
So I wish I wanted that new with this icon cover, but
I like that icon cover. That's
this a badass cover. I'm gonna buy some more of these, man. I hope
Rob,
milestone pops off.
See, Rob recognizes, Joe not getting love from the comic community.
Joe, my wife has like a stack of books. She keeps saying, "I need to send these to Red Hood." I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, I got my stack ready already.
I got smart woman. I need to send you that Blue Marvel book I was telling you about. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the post office tomorrow. Get all my
You
Yeah,
live in the
stuff.
same.
Dave Wilkins is supposed to send me some stuff. I'm waiting for his stuff I got to fix for him.
Big Remo lives in the same state as the pressing goat, though.
Yeah, but he's in SoCal, right?
Big Leg.
Yeah.
Leg a better presser than
No, Leg and Joe are probably way too busy, man.
Yeah, I mean, I I always say that Red Hood's the like best presser in Texas, but I know that Leg did give Joe tips if he was like, so he like mentored Joe too at the same time.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, they're
both goats. Hey, they're both goats. But Joe's my guy, man.
You just don't even know how awesome Big Leg is, dude. Like
I already know.
Yeah, like any chance I get to hang out with Big Leg and he gives me tips about comics, like I almost have my notepad out, like writing down, like.
But don't get me wrong. Like when I was coming up, I would tell Big Leg, hey, I'm doing this and I'm doing this. Like if I wasn't on point, like he wouldn't have even like he would have just like blew me off. He said, no, you need to work on this and work on that. So.
Man, y'all got anything going on this week before we get up out of here?
I was gonna try and jump on Whatnot today, but I don't know, man. I'm fucking tired, dude.
I'm
gonna
hop
on there for like an hour.
And I got some heat, man. I got some fire books, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on Whatnot Thursday for sure.
See, look at that, Aaron. She's right there. Like, thanks for the info, you.
Hey,
now she's gonna be hitting that leg.
Yeah, I mean,
let me
if you're the best presser in Texas, hit up Joe. But I'm trying to send some books to him first. So,
throw me off. You see that?
Dude, I have like 250 comics I still need to finish pressing, man.
Yeah. So a lot of the best pressers have definitely been on some of these podcasts, so like big shout out to like Half Price Crook, Big Leg, of course, Red Hood. I mean, I don't know who else like presses that like is like notoriously known for pressing. That's typically on podcasts. There's other names that are out there, which I'm not going to give out all the best pressers because.
Well, it started getting crazy, dude. I had to buy another safe, man. You know what I mean? So it's just, but it's a good investment. Get a hurricane or anything. That shit, no water and getting in there, bro.
Yeah, but for sure on Thursday, I'm going to be selling comics on Whatnot. Saturday, I'm going to be selling cards. Sunday, I'm back on it for comics. And then I might do a Monday show for 612 Con. I haven't decided yet because I'm just trying to get as much money as I can for MegaCon so I can reinvest it back into the shows that I, show on Whatnot.
Are you doing any card shows before MegaCon, or are you going to wait till after?
Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday. Yeah, I was really waiting for my Bowman to come in, but more than likely, I'm just going to. I still have some basketball cards for 2021, a little bit of 21-22, but it's mainly going to be focusing around baseball from 2021.
I got a case of basketball if anybody's interested.
What kind?
It's Optic.
Optic.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like I have a bunch of 2021 Optic as well. A lot of that, I'm gonna probably like hold half the boxes I have because we're just now really getting into like what I know this is probably for a different show, but Anthony Edwards, as a rookie, like he made it to the playoffs and like he was dominating like really hard.
Freaking
like,
beast, dude. That dude's a beast.
Like honestly, yeah, Timberwolves should have probably honestly beat Memphis, but John was doing his thing.
One thing that that series showed me is Karl Anthony Towns is playing himself out of town.
Bro,
why do you think Jimmy Butler? Bro. Why do you think Jimmy Butler couldn't stand Karl Anthony Towns?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
He was soft.
I feel bad for that dude after his mom passed for COVID, but once the NBA season started back, it only took like a few weeks, and that dude did something to piss me off where I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't got sympathy for you no more.
Dude, you see him shoot that 3-pointer at the end of the, like, man, I was like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
You see Joel Embiid stink it up last night, dude. What
Yeah, but I mean, he
bro?
injured, so
he gets a pass.
yeah, JoJo definitely get up. He like the freaking complete 180 of Towns. He the
Yeah,
complete 180 of Towns, man.
freaking
Like,
Warriors
good
should have
lord.
fucking lost that game last night. I can't believe that they played like crap and still won.
Who was it?
Yeah,
Was it
that's Warriors though. Even
was
when
it
they
the
play
Yeah.
bad thing.
was Giannis all like pouty one day? Like also during
He
the
was
playoffs?
he was gassed in the last game. That fool was gassed. He was
I
doing it
tell you
all.
what, man, Giannis is one hell of a basketball player, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing it all. But I
Mm-mm.
like Edwards. That was my first time really watching him was during these playoffs, and he impressed the hell out of me.
Dude,
You know who
so
Anthony Edwards looks like? He looks like Charles Barkley when he was with Phoenix in
But a
'93.
guard, though, right?
But
But
you know
like a
what?
guard.
He was like super underrated. Also, like everyone was chasing after LaMelo Ball rookies
Mhm.
when you should have been picking up Anthony Edwards rookies.
He was the
I
number
didn't say
one pick.
anything. Who? Oh, who?
Anthony Edwards. Edwards was the number one pick.
Yeah, but if you look at the prices of cards from
Yeah,
Edwards
no.
versus LaMelo, like
Yeah.
Edwards was a pickup all day, and then like just look at that rookie class though, like 2021, way better of a rookie class than 21-22.
Well,
far.
you got to remember Lamelo was on a YouTube series. I mean, with the bar the
The ball
The
family.
Ball
family.
family. Yeah, so that's the outlier. You got these kids that saw him basically grow up on YouTube, man. So like he's got that huge following too, man.
Yeah, they've been watching LaMelo grow up for years because
Mhm.
obviously his brother came first and they were such a controversial family. And then Melo, he was on Sports Center when he was in high school because he went for what 80, 90 some points in a high school game, something crazy like that.
No,
And they
he had
got pissed
100.
at him for
He had
100,
100.
yeah. So and people they criticize for that, but honestly, that's a genius move because it got him on Sports Center. And then, of course, Lonzo was going to go pros, regardless. And then, when Lonzo was at UCLA, that family was getting a lot of coverage.
his
And I
brother getting in
remember,
trouble in
I remember
China.
in the tournament when De'Aaron Fox locked Lonzo Ball up, and people said that De'Aaron Fox was going to be a better pro player than Lonzo Ball, which I still don't think he is. I just think Lonzo injury starting to catch up to him a little bit, but Lonzo was playing great this season before he got hurt.
Yeah,
But, it's just
But don't get me wrong, Patrick. I am still stacking LaMelo cards because people will still buy them.
Yeah. But I think LaMelo was a good investment. I remember me and Stein and Doc Joe was going back and forth about that. I'm like, man, the kid can do pretty much everything, and he's still super young. Like he got so much time to grow and develop. Like it's not like he's gonna get worse as a player. He's only gonna get better, and he got brothers that can, hold him accountable in the off season, and that he can play against. And that's always gonna make you the younger cat when you go in the house, especially if you got brothers that's older than you and you the youngest. Generally, you're probably gonna come out better than them. If there's something that you all are doing, like you're generally gonna come out better than them because you always gotta play up to your competition. Like y'all go outside to play pickup. You're not playing against dudes that's your same age. You're playing against dudes that's older than you, right? So LaMelo been playing against his brothers for years. Lonzo been a pro for years. Jello not been in the pros, but he got pro level talent. That's a big difference playing against your brothers that got pro level talent versus playing against your brothers that you older than and they don't got pro level talent or your cut. Yeah, that's why a lot of times you're starting to see like players who come from families where they got like cousins, like the Browns, Antonio Brown, Marquise Brown. Like you're starting to see, that the Mannings, that type of stuff. When you got a bunch of guys that's around the same age, it creates a competitive environment, and the youngest always normally benefits off that. A little bit more. If you look at kind of like a lot of the pro athletes, who come from bigger families, they normally like one of the younger children in the family, man. Like that last kid, the second kid mentality, I feel like they be bitter about everything and they always got a chip on their shoulder and they do the most. But that younger kid, I feel like they always feel like they gotta, work harder when it comes to stuff like that. So, it's definitely interesting.
And then also, how many second year players end up on the All-Star team, even if they weren't originally nominated, but they ended up as a alternate.
And he was a fringe All-Star his rookie year too, and people forget he got injured his rookie year, so he missed a lot of ball games. But I always been a big Anthony Edwards fan, mainly because I would play him a lot on DraftKings, and he won me a lot of money a couple of times. So I was like an Anthony Edwards truther after that, because I think it was the Lakers that he was playing. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. I think it was the Lakers they was playing in.
Man,
Anthony Edwards ripped them a new one, man. I was like, whoa, who is this kid?
I'm just hoping Ja gets off the bench, though, for that
He's not playing. He's not playing.
He's out.
He's out.
Oh,
He's out for the remainder of the playoffs.
The whole playoffs.
that sucks.
With a bone bruise.
Well, I mean, it was honestly
a bruise, not a break. A bruise.
Well, he was injured before the playoffs too.
Yeah, he's trying to blame it on Poole. That had nothing to do with Poole. Man.
No, man.
Yeah. I think it was like his injury beforehand.
Yeah,
and then,
he's been playing a lot of. He's been playing a ton of minutes. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
when he doesn't have to, he doesn't have to play all those minutes because they got players who can play. He doesn't have
exactly.
To play
they do have players that can play, and honestly, they should have won that last game because they had that lead the entire time, and then they just weren't sinking ball anything for the last 2 minutes, right? And then they should have had that lead easily, and then they ended up just fouling out Curry every time he had the ball, so he wouldn't shoot a three, and then
bro, how would Golden State be if James Wiseman was healthy right now? It'd be fucking scary. I was
talking to somebody at work about that today. I was like, if they had Wiseman, it's an extra body, but dude, Draymond has to play the 5, and dude, that is just not for him.
Wiseman's 7 feet, man.
Yeah. They're going to end up having to trade Wiseman, but I'm saying they at least need to showcase him. You know,
I wouldn't trade Wiseman.
I wouldn't either, but I just know that that's what's going to happen because Warriors.
I'd trade Draymond Green, dude.
Dude, Draymond should have got traded 5 years ago.
No, I mean he's still a viable. I mean he comes ready to work, man. Not like James Harden. Harden fell off the planet, dude. Like the Monstars stole Harden's heart or something, dude. Like from Space Jam, dude. Like where the hell is James Harden, dude?
He lost his spirit in Houston, so
yeah, I think so.
Dude.
Man, he done got moved around from team to team too much these past couple of years. That's what's wrong with James Harden. That's why sometimes when you with a team and you the focal point of that team and you having success there, even if you're not winning rings and stuff like that, that's why sometimes it's important to stay with one team, because when you bouncing yourself from system to system, that can mess with your game. When you going 40, 50, 60 games without doing stuff that makes you a good player, man, even if you get thrown into the fire one game, it's all right, James, we need you to be old, James. All right, but I've been doing this for the past 80, 90 games. It messes with your game. It messes with your confidence. James should have stayed in Houston for better or for worse. I wouldn't have no way in the world would I agree to a trade on a team with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, two of the most volatile players in the NBA, we're speaking mentally. Both of them, they can play, but bro, personality wise, James Harden, Kevin Durant, but something that's crazy? I still think Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, OKC should have never broke them up. They should have just paid all of them the max and kept them, and they would have won a couple of rings, just through attrition,
Yeah,
I don't think if Golden State would have never got over OKC if they still had James Harden and LeBron. Based on the decisions he made, he would have been losing to OKC in the finals instead of losing to Golden State in the finals. Yeah. And OKC, man, Sam Presti's good at GM, but man, them not paying James Harden, that was stupid. And that was
their first mistake.
Because all it did was dilute. It just diluted the West because you put James Harden over there in Houston. Then you got Russell Westbrook and KD over here. And then, okay, so the Warriors, all right, we got Steph, we got Clay, and then Draymond ended up being a way better draft pick than people expected. So now you like, okay, instead of them being a big two, they a big three. And then OKC sitting over here with two, and Houston only over here sitting with one, even though they did get a bunch of good players in. It wasn't until they got Chris Paul until they at least had a big two, but Golden State had the trump card because they had the big three. If they would have kept James Harden, OKC would have had a big three before everybody except for the Heat, but the Heat broke their big three up because D-Wade got old and Brown went back to Cleveland. So it's sometimes the moves you don't make end up being the best moves. But man, we running overboard, y'all. So we're gonna get on up out of here. Y'all remember to hit Bird City 15% off. Hit me up on Whatnot. Hit Yeezy up on Whatnot. Catch Joe on IG. Catch Remo on IG. Don't forget to check out the Comic Book Hall crew, Remo other podcasts that he does, and then y'all know Friday nights whenever Mel get off of work is Drunken Chat.
Are we on a time limit?
I am.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
You got something you want to show? You got something you want to show? I'm not on that type of a time limit. If you got something.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say I got some pickups.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna put myself on mute so I can go talk to my wife and you can show.
Hold on, real
Yeezy,
quick.
if you need to leave, if you want to go home, brother, do your thing.
No, that's cool. And I have control over the show too. If you need a jet, so I can end the podcast if you need me to. And then I was gonna say also, in the highly anticipated Big Remo Whatnot show coming up at
soon. Real soon, because
I'm trying to get more of a commitment than soon.
I know. One of these days, though, I'm gonna pop on just on YouTube with me and my wife. We're gonna do like a haul, and then from that haul is gonna probably be what we're gonna sell on Whatnot. So we're gonna do like an impromptu video and just kind of show a bunch of books, and then that's what we're gonna end up selling on Whatnot. Probably for the first show.
Y'all should sell together. I think that'd be good.
That's kind of what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a tag team type thing. Like I'm gonna do it, and then she'll do it, and then sometimes it might just be her, or
because I know that when Mel was selling pop figures, and
him and his wife were there.
And then when they were tag teaming,
and that was fun, and it was fun to watch too. And she's got a nice size collection herself, so and her books are a lot, more like
Here, let me put you on the big screen, and then boom, right there.
Okay, so I paid 50 cents for these books today.
Oh, really?
Okay, so I got Black Knight variant, Curse of the Ebony Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know who did it. Don't ask me. So, that's one.
Hey, but Black Knight books, those are smart to pick up at this point.
Yeah,
because no one Eternals did its thing, but no one's really talking about the Black Knight anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is New Avengers #3. This is I think a 1 in 50.
Oh wow, you got that for 50 cents?
Yes, dude.
That's insane.
I picked up this Jen Bartel, the Good Asian number.
Shit. Never seen that.
Yeah, this is cover B. It's the variant. It's a Jen Bartel variant. This is Good Asian number.
Is it on the back?
Yeah, it should say on the back on the barcode the last three or the first three UPC numbers on the last section.
321.
So it says 003, then it's issue 3.
Yeah, issue 3. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah. I don't know if you knew that trick or not. The first.
Yeah, I heard you say it, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, so first appearance of on cover for the White Wolf, or what is that? White Panther.
White Tiger or whatever.
White Tiger. There you go.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Now this one is a cool one, dude. This is Avengers AI number 3, the number 3 variant. That's a 1 in 50.
I love that book, man. I've been looking for that book. I'm hugely invested into
Guess how much you paid for that? Guess how much you
50
paid for
cents, bro. 50 cents.
What? Where?
Hell yeah. All these books I picked up for 50 cents. Secret Invasion.
that? See, Knife and I need to go invade Corpus Christi, and
No, I gotta go visit my
Hey
cousin.
man, don't tell people where I live, dog.
hey, if they're gonna send you books of press,
Hey, my cousin lives out there, man. I need to go visit.
Hey, look at this Jimenez variant, bro.
ooh,
This is Nova number
100,
number 10, the Jimenez variant. I think
number
that's
10 or 100.
What?
Yeah, it's number 10, but
you got that for 50 cents?
50 cents.
Jorge
Yeah.
Jimenez.
Oh,
I took them out of their nasty bag and boards. Of course, I picked up the Stray Dog. Shout out Trish Forsner. 50 cents. The Silence of the Lambs cover. Now look at this, Aaron. This is some fucking heat right here, bro. Look at this.
Oh, that's sick.
wow.
Who did that cover?
Blah, 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 blah.
It looks cool though.
Yeah, some Italian artist.
Well, I mean, like, I think people are sleeping on Wolverine books, right? Like,
yeah.
we're all anticipating Wolverine showing back to the MCU at some point in time, and then like it seems like right now is a good time to be picking up. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying, hey, go buy a 181. That's always going to be a high priced book, but there's other awesome Wolverine variants that are out there that people should just be like, not sleep on.
Look at this Michael Turner heat right here. Swimsuit
nice.
Special 2000. Like, bro. And then Astonishing X-Men number 1. I think that's a 1 in 50.
Damn.
Oh, isn't that a trading card variant as well too?
50 cents. Now
You
look,
got that for 50 cents.
50 cents. I got this whole stack for. I'm fucking it up here. Hold on.
It's all right.
I see some books you have to press now.
No, I have to put them all. I have to press them all. They got little bends and stuff like that. So, Marvel Legacy number 1.
Is that
Y'all
the
ever
party
see
variant?
that? Huh?
Is that the party variant that they gave out at like midnight for the release of that book?
It's like a 1 in
I
something.
think so.
Or 1 per store.
Yeah, 1 per store.
Yeah, because the other ones are the other ones are lenticular.
This one is San Diego Comic Con 1. Secret Wars.
Yeah, I like picking up those mini mates.
This one is Department of Truth, just cover C.
Yeah, I like that cover.
Yeah.
This one
with the redacted documents in the back too.
Mm-hmm.
This one is Mighty Avengers number 1, the homage to Amazing number 12, I think. And then some David Nakayama goodness, second print, Fallen Angels.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna have to go down to Corpus and see what.
You should have invaded that store a long time ago where you're like, "Hey, this shop is having a dollar."
Oh yeah, dude, you missed out, man. This one, Uncanny X-Force, design variant. I think this is a 1 in 50.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just excited to go dig with Knife at MegaCon though.
Yeah, me and Aaron came up. I'm still selling stuff from last time me and Aaron went to.
I am too. That's nice. Like some of the stuff I picked up from that con.
Beautiful.
Like,
that's a beautiful cover.
Has held me over
who
for
did
a while.
Is that Greg Land?
Yeah. That's Greg Land goodness.
I've been going crazy on Greg Land covers.
Here's some Peachy, 50 cents.
Nice.
Peachy.
That just came out not too long ago too.
Yeah, 50 cents. And then 50 cents.
Oh wow!
I love that cover.
Yeah, yeah.
And then 50
cents. Wow. Michael Cho.
I feel the two-tone variant slept on.
Look at this one.
I think that Cho variant that you showed before. I think that was the 1 in 10, isn't it?
Yeah, the Mocha.
No. The Iron Man Cho.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah.
Yeah, aren't those 1 in 10s?
Yeah.
No, I thought those were open order. They was, that came out last year.
I thought this was a 1 in 10. I'll double check it.
Because they all have all those issues had a show cover, and everybody was chasing them.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Look at this one. This one, Wolverine 300. It's a wraparound.
That's dope.
That's a
I think this is a 1 in 50. A legit 1 in 50. This is
from like the early days of Marvel.
Yeah,
before story variants like were ordering incentives.
I think this is Chinatown, like
probably.
Yeah, and then almost done. Yeah, this is the last one. Of course, this one just came out a while back.
Yeah, I love that cover too.
Yeah.
So that's it. 50 cents, bro. Paid like almost $27 for these.
I was gonna say you paid almost like $15-$20.
Yeah, I got a couple. I bought this one from got this from Richie on one of his whatnot sales.
I got that one. I love that cover.
I'd be eating off Richie.
I think that has a first appearance in it, if I'm not mistaken.
I forget who it does. It does have somebody. I remember him saying it, but then these. Shout out to the homegirl, Lady Fantastic. She kind of put me up on these, but I got one more coming in the mail, but got these Thunderbolt covers.
Nice.
Oh, those are cool.
This one,
I like that, Remo.
77. Get it out of the glare. 77.
Kind of looks like a magazine.
Yes, they look like Maxim magazine. 79.
Oh yeah.
Man, who did the art on the black and blue?
I forget what it is, man. Doesn't say.
Are these story variants or are they just like?
No, these are regular cover A's or well.
I bet you they're low print.
I forget what she said they were, but I just saw them. I was like, gotta get them.
Gotcha.
This is issue 80.
Ooh, I like that.
I need Red Hood to clean this one up. It's kind of dirty.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then this one's 78.
Oh wow, look at that.
And then I think I have 77 coming. So yeah, I thought they were pretty dope. They kind of throw back to when I used to buy the old Maxim magazines and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Man, I still got a stack of Maxim.
Hell yeah, man.
Dude, I still got it. But I was always looking for issue 1, dude, and it always eluded me, dude.
Got the one that had,
so I just recently picked up this single mode fiber optic cable for work. Sorry, I had to.
I got some quick pickups.
I
got this Pentel Uniball.
Yeah. I just got this electrical tape in. You know.
I'm gonna cut this video up.
We got some Chick-fil-A nuggets.
I was just trying
extra
to
crispy.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh man, you can never go wrong with this label maker.
Shout out to myself for having the money to buy some Chick-fil-A nuggets.
Hey, they actually, you just reminded me. I think that there's a Chick-fil-A that they're just gonna open up down the street. Man, I forgot about that.
That's gonna drive the property value up in your neighborhood. That might not be a good thing.
There you go, Ninth.
So, I got
that. I just found that the other day.
But
newsstand.
Oh, that is a newsie.
Display until 4/18.
Modern newsstand. I've been going crazy on modern newsstands. First cameo of Winter Soldier.
Ooh. That's how Knife is getting me to buy books in his whatnot sales. He's like, hey, I
got a whole stack of modern newsstands that I just picked up.
You should just do a full show where it's like modern newsstands. I guarantee a lot of people will jump in.
See, that's a beautiful book.
Yeah.
Beautiful book. Underrated book right here, man. You can get this cheap too.
Mosaic.
Oh,
like the hip hop mosaics. Go pick those up though. You can still get those.
This is probably like my favorite comic book of all time. This Remender run on Uncanny X-Force, but throw a little sauce on it.
Ooh, nice newsstand right there. Hey, so and then what is it? Issue 1 or issue 2 that has the first appearance of Kid Apocalypse?
I think it's 3.
Is it 3?
I think it's 3 because that's the one where they kind of like he's sitting on the floor and you see them kind of like diving in. But this book we was just talking about Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
great.
Yeah,
beautiful Greg Land cover.
Yeah,
beautiful book. This book is cheap too. This is only like a $50 book for a cover this badass, and this is like a 1 in 15, 1 in 25, something like that.
I mean, and then it's it's a golden age homage.
Yeah, Golden Age homage, man.
To that,
Yeah, I'm gonna
to
try
some of
to
that,
get this.
to some of that pre-code horror stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely. I'm gonna get that one graded. I think that book got
Man,
legs.
that book jumped up to $50.
Yeah, it's a $50 book now in near mint.
Man,
Dude, I love that Avengers book, dude.
yeah,
Dope cover right here, man.
I remember
Dude,
when that Wolverine cover used to be like $10.
yeah, it shouldn't be though, man. That's a beautiful freaking. Greg Land is on. I've been on Greg Land heavy lately though. This book is a sleeper book, and I've been looking on eBay. I can't find this book nowhere.
It's a ghost. That's a ghost book, man.
So picked this up for $5. Was very happy about that. Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel. I gotta send this one to Joe. It got a stain on it, but I picked this up for like $20. The only problem is it got a couple of ticks, but I mean it got a little stain on it. But you know, this book worth money in damn near any condition. So if I can get, it looking a little bit better, I roll with it. Speaking of modern newsstands, first Winter Soldier and Falcon meet up in the newsstand. So, and not only these newsstands that I've been picking up, not only they newsstands, but they high grade newsstands too. So they not like beat up. And then this just another book that I pick up that I thought was just a dope cover.
All day.
Yeah,
all day.
Greg Land. Greg Land a beast, man.
Hey,
yeah, he is.
Do you what's funny about that book for the Ghost Spider issue 6? So that came out like right before a pandemic. That was supposed to be the last printed book for that run. And then they were gonna only release like 7 through 10 because 10 was gonna be the final issue, just digital only. But then like months later they decided to print out 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Well, that's no good.
So a little Ghost Spider lesson
But
for you.
that book is kind of hard to find, man. I'm looking at back issue bins. Like honestly, that whole Ghost Spider run, I hardly see that in back issue bins.
It's because people only ordered the issue 1 for the Ji-Hun Lee, right? Mm-hmm. And then it just like kind of trailed off, right? That's what happens with when anything Spider-Gwen, like her series starts off strong, and people trail off on it, and then anytime there's like what Sony or anything like that says like starts rumors about anything or the animated series gets popular, then people like, oh, I gotta find those, but no one like orders any of those books, probably besides me. So, but that's all right.
Yep. All right, y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about? Anything else y'all want to go over?
You see Multiverse of Madness yet, 9th?
Yeah, I saw it last Saturday. Mediocre movie. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was mediocre. I really liked America Chavez in it. I felt like they did the Illuminati. They shouldn't have even called them an Illuminati. They should have been like, look, this is the Avengers of this universe, because you wasted it, bro. Like Illuminati's supposed to be like a super secretive, badass team that nobody knows about, that's making boss moves behind the scene. And you had Wanda come and clean them cats up in like 3 seconds. They tried to play my girl, Peggy Carter. They tried to play her. I was hot about that.
Mama.
They made him look like a complete clown.
Mama. Remo, check it out, Remo.
Yeah, I mean, with Reed Richards also, they kind of wasted that too, right? Like,
dude, I hope they cast another Reed Richards, man. That dude sucks.
You didn't like him?
See, a lot of people saying he sucks, but he didn't really have a chance to do nothing. But my whole thing is, I'm supposed to expect that these cats beat Thanos, and y'all couldn't even handle no Wanda. Like, she killed all of y'all. It's not like she killed one of y'all, but she killed all of y'all. And I'm supposed to believe that y'all beat Thanos and the whole Black Order.
Well,
man, nah. I can't.
Well, yeah. So that does also bring up another valid point too, right? So if she's so powerful, why couldn't she just take care of Thanos herself?
Well, she was going to kill him. Remember?
Oh, because she was angry about Vision.
Right. She goes,
Yeah.
"You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are." And he was fucking killing her. And then rain fire. Right? And that because if he hadn't called in his backup, I mean, she was gonna fucking kill him, dude.
Mm.
I mean, she's always been like the most powerful, like
Well, yes. I mean, like
Potential love.
well, did they ever establish that she is the daughter of Magneto in the MCU?
I mean, they
but
can now, right? I mean, they own Fox. I mean, they bought Fox. I mean, they can say it, but I don't know if they want to go into that.
Well, I mean, because they do make what Quicksilver her brother,
Right?
so they could technically still. I mean, it was always like I feel like in the back burner there, but
Mhm.
I mean, I guess there's really no point now since they're both dead. But
Yeah.
unless they come up with a pretty cool revenge story for Magneto at some point in time.
I don't know what they have planned, man. Like now we just hopefully Thor's not fucked up too with the Gore the God Butcher, man, and
I think that's going to be a shit show, personally.
yeah, and then Thor looks like he's having a man crush on Star-Lord. And what are we doing here, bro? It's like a terrorist attack, bro. Like they fucked up Boba Fett, and like all these shows suck, dude. Like, and I'm sorry, dude. Shang-Chi, that show sucked too, dude. Like, I'm like,
I said the last year for Marvel has been very mediocre, man.
yeah,
Okay,
they better not fuck Obi-Wan up, dude. I swear to God,
Oh,
dude.
the Star Wars been good. I'm talking about like Marvel.
Dude, Boba Fett
Marvel
was
Marvel.
terrible, bro.
so I have a
You didn't like
question.
the Fett? I like the Fett.
So I have a question for the panel. So, did anyone catch that America Chavez had that pin with the Puerto Rico flag with the rainbow on it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Don't-
think so? I asked this on another channel, I think on the Amazing. But do you think they'll actually deep dive into the relationship between Kate Bishop and America?
They should, because I love Kate Bishop and America relationship. Um, I, but I also felt like I like that they established the fact that America, is big into pizza, because I'm still mad. When that America Chavez series came out, not many stores. I don't think any stores did a store exclusive for that, and it would have been an easy one having her, Kate Bishop, and Lucky eating pizza on the cover of a store exclusive. That would have been easy money. Ooh, them
Did
Peggy Carter newsstands.
didn't they do that for? They did that for one of the Marvel covers, right?
They did Kate Bishop and Lucky eating pizza, but not all three of them.
I'll have to look back in my back issues. I think they
Yeah,
did.
we can look it up. We can look it up.
Yeah.
Dang, that Scooby Apocalypse. Joby
Jim Lee, bro. Some Jim Lee goodness, bro.
Hey, try finding the last issue for the Scooby Doo Apocalypse.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard to find.
Dude, I've been looking for it for like 3 years.
What number is it?
It's either 36 or 38. I can't remember.
Y'all ever see this cap?
No, never. I never. That's a beautiful cover too.
I've never seen it in person, but I want to see. I've seen the cover somewhere.
Let's see.
Oh, see, yeah, they are all three in a car on the cover.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, see,
They not eating pizza though.
No. I feel what you're saying. The pizza part is kind of big, because I was kind of running thing.
I thought there was a pizza somewhere in the car or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Did you talk about the Bartell cover? I don't think I used to have that cover for the longest. I just sold that whole run of America right before the movie came out. But
Kate America will be predicated on if they want to show the film in China in the middle. Oh, okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand, why Marvel be forcing some of them agendas into their movies when it's easy just to gloss over it and
or allude to it or whatever.
Yeah. But sometimes I even think with that, China and Middle East, they still strike it down. But my whole thing is, even though the government, you might not agree with the decisions of the government, you still denying the people a chance to see your movie by putting that in it when you already know that's going to be a sensitive issue in a lot of countries.
Sensitive issue here.
Yeah, and my thing about it is that for some people, that's a disrespect to their religious belief. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like you gotta keep it balanced. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make it, okay, we want to make our movies so everybody can see them,
but
as much as possible.
I would have to disagree with that statement though. And the only reason why is because comics was always the thing to push, like, I'm not saying political agendas, but to push buttons to be more progressive.
Yeah, the comics are, but not the movies.
But see, the movies is different because for a lot of countries, because they can't get the comics like that. It's hard to get comics in a lot of countries. So the movies is the one thing that they can get easily. You know what I'm saying? Well, not easily, but easier.
But it's the same thing. It applies here too, though. It's a sensitive subject here. The same religions they have there, the people practice here. So it goes both ways. I just think, like you said, to leave those subjects kind of alone, you don't have to put them in every movie. Every character doesn't have to identify with everybody. Like, that's
I don't care who's making out with who or who's licking who's pussy or whatever. Just have a good script, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they're fighting,
I could give a shit, man. Just have a good fucking movie, man.
They're not worried about a relationship except for them trying to save someone they care about.
Yeah,
you don't have to be in their bedroom.
You're really not gonna dive that deep into the relationship anyway. So at that point, it's you're just pandering for the sake of pandering, and I don't like that, man. Just make the movie, make it good. That's it. Stop worrying about all the political agendas.
Yeah. And then, like, if you want to read that type of stuff, then, like you said, Aaron, in the books, you can read about all that, the whole backstory on their relationships, all of that. But a movie is a set issue. It's one issue. It's going to be the story, the first fight where they lose, and then the end when they win. So it's not going to be all about, every, time they had sex or when one had a threesome with somebody else's wife, and you know what I mean? Like, Wolverine and Cyclops and Jean Grey, like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't care about all that. Like, that's just extra filler because the stories are so long. It's like a soap opera. But other than that, just show the fighting. I'll see the fighting and I'll be just fine with it,
Look, I'm gonna show this right quick. Come on. This Jim Bartell cover. And so in the group chat, somebody showed this and they was like, oh man, because it's a Marvel Voices Pride cover, right? So you thinking everybody on it is gay. But so I was like, oh man, they trying to make Peter Parker gay now, but it's not what it is. It's a bisexual cover. So already Catwoman is gay, and that's her girlfriend and her boyfriend. But when I first saw it, I was like, oh, they promoting polygamy now?
Yeah, right?
I mean, there is a
meme going out his way, you know what I'm saying?
There is a meme going out right now, where it's like, why do you think everyone, like, in my age group is in a polygamous relationship? It takes 10 people to afford a house nowadays.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what, if they really want to push the envelope, man, they'll put like Groot and Rocket Raccoon in on this. You know what I mean? So now you got some animals in there.
Some bestiality.
At the end of the day, man, I don't care if people need to do what make them happy. Well, see, I don't mind this in comic books. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
But my thing is, don't go putting some in a movie just to try to pander when really at the end of the day, you're not even going to dwell into that too much anyways.
Or the people who are into that don't care. Like the people who live those lifestyles, they don't care to see it on TV at all times. It's a small fraction of those groups that feel that way. They feel like it has to be all on the front street. A lot of people are fine living their lives and not having to address it every time, all the time. So You know what I mean? They want to be like everybody else. I don't run around and be like, oh yeah, I'm heterosexual. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no big deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Captain America couldn't even decide who he wanted to go out with in the first place. You remember,
exactly.
like Black Widow was saying, "Hey, what about this girl?" And I don't know. You know what I mean? They're too fucking busy saving the world, bro.
Exactly. I got more. I've been frozen for fucking 75 years. I don't care. That's the, you know what I mean? Like, I was in love before I got frozen. I'm trying to find her.
Jen ain't. Well, Jen, I don't know. Maybe she come on here, but see, I'm associated with drunken chat, and people just think that we all hooligans on drunken chat. But speaking of Jim Bartell, I do have something I wanted to show off right quick. Give me one.
Wait,
second.
are you saying comic aficionado Jen or Jen Bartell?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't think that's.
I assume they're talking about Jim Bartell.
Yeah, well, let's talk about Jim Bartell.
So, I picked this up the other day. Let me stop this screen. Hold on. So I picked this up the other day. This is it ain't gonna go full screen. I picked this up the other. Oh, thank you, Aaron. This Slam the Next Jam #3. This is a subscription cover by Jim Bartell. So I found one of these at Half Price Books, and it was in great shape. And so
it's
I have
autographed too.
Yeah, this one is autographed. Well, hold on. Let me finish the story. So I put the one that I found at Half Price Books in my inventory on Whatnot, and somebody saw it in there, and they was like, "How much you want for that?" So we negotiated a price, real cool price. And once I had found this at Half Price Books, I started looking up on eBay to see if I could find some copies, and everything was like over in the Netherlands, and they was low grade, like 8.0. And then so I started looking around on the internet, and Jim Bartell had 2 in stock on her website that was autographed for cover price. So I scooped them up, real quick. And I had hit Long Short up. I was like, "What you think about this book?" He was like, "Yeah, I love it, and it's a ghost." So, man, that's why I pay, man, to do y'all research. And that's anytime I go to a comic book store, Half Price Books, I try to look through everything, bro. Be asking employees, "Y'all got anything else in the back?" Because some of my best finds, like no lie, have been in like Half Price Books and in like junk dog shit comic book shops is like where I find some of my best finds. And then normally if you find a book that you've never seen before or you can't find on eBay, like if you snoop around enough on the internet and hit every little rinky dink looking site, like you will find some rare stuff. And I feel like this was a great find because it's already autographed by Bartell, and then it's rare to find. So the guy that bought the copy from me off of that wasn't signed, that I got from Half Price Books, he bought it for like 35, which books like this is so hard to find. I'm like, it's really no way to put a price on it, but I'm happy with the 35. Like that's way more than I ever would expect. I just bought it because I like Jim Bartell work, but I threw him in the autograph copy for free just because obviously if you spending 35 books on a Slam, the Next Jam #3, he was just saying that he liked Bartell work, so I was like, when we was negotiating, he was like, well, I'd rather have the unsigned, so we negotiated a price. And since he didn't lowball me, I was like, I'm going to overdo it and hook him up with the autographed too. So, I'm happy with just having this one copy for my PC. I think I'm going to send it to CBCS and get it graded. But I just love finding like rare books by dope artists that, you're not going to see in everybody's collection. And that's why I always be preaching to people, just don't try to collect what's popular. Like, try to find stuff that you ain't never seen. If you see a cover and you like, damn, I never seen this cover before, look it up on eBay to see if it's more copies of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like yesterday, I spent time digging through My Little Ponies, trying to see, because I'm like, oh, is that Tony Fleeks first or is that Trish Foreigner first?
Yeah.
Just looking like for rare, looking for rare stuff, looking on eBay, just Rob's Comics bought a Gun Candy #1 from me. for like $50 off of whatnot because I guess it's just a hard cover to find, and I had one in near mint, but that's just me, sticking to the process and looking through everything in the comic shop and just finding that cover. And dang, I wish I still had that book here so I could show it to
Bro,
y'all.
like I mean, you hit the nail on the head, Ninth. Like you need to be looking at like Power Rangers books because there's like Hans variants. You need to look at
Transformers.
Buffy Vampire Slayer because Bartel and Jenny Friesen and uh Mirko Andolfo. I mean, there's like heat artists with retailer incentives, cover C's. Like, I mean, like if you like dig, you'll find stuff that maybe it's not super hot right now, but like put that shit on layaway. I mean, let it marinate. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? In a couple
You
of
pick
years,
them
people
up
will
every
want
time you
that
see
shit.
them. Every time you see them, just grab them.
I like the Ben Stein rule of digging, right? That if you had never seen this cover before and it's like less than $1, like pick it up.
Pick it up.
What? Yeah, I mean, and then I like combining it with your rule, Joe. If it looks expensive, buy it. So I like
Right.
to. Those are the two things I process like when I dig through books.
You,
Like,
yeah, you
I,
see that Bartel cover? It looks different. There's something different about it.
yeah,
Right? If I saw that, I go, man, who did this? And I would get curious because, I mean, Spec, the comic book community, we know like what hits those notes for the collector. Like, man, this is a kind of unusual piece. This looks different. Like, I mean, like I would have picked up that Bartel not knowing if it was a ghost or not. I would have picked just because it looks different than
Yeah.
what you see out there. I mean, fucking rollerbladers,
Yeah,
or
and that was just
roller
like
derby.
in mind. I was like, man, I'm gonna just pick this up because it looked different, and even if it ain't worth nothing, I didn't eBay it or nothing like that until I got home, and I was like, I say, man, I've never seen this book before, but I was like, I kind of remember like it being on Flipside or something like that. I say maybe it was another slam book, so I started looking it up on eBay, and I couldn't really find anything except one copy in the Netherlands that they wanted, basically like $40 for, and it was a
$20
VF
shipping.
80, yeah.
See, I like doing that and scooping up books at like half price when I go digging, and I don't like look at my eBay or anything like that, right? Because because that to me that wastes time, right?
Yeah.
I go with what I know, and then I just scoop them up, and then I see how I did when I get home, and I'll be like, man, I knew that was a 1 in
Especially if
50.
you're
I
half price
knew
for
that was
everything.
a 1 in 100.
Exactly. And then too, something else, you can play yourself by looking at prices while you digging, because you might look and you might be like, oh, well, the cheapest buy now is like $3. But honestly, like sometimes if you actually look and it's only like three of those books on eBay, like those, like maybe the people that posted them just don't know, like, dang, this is a hard book to find. Like, especially if it's something like pre 2020, pre 2019, where you can go back on Comic-Con and look at the print run, and you can go to different websites like Midtown and My Comic Shop. They got a big inventory and a wide selection, and you don't see that book on there. Then you can kind of, do some deductive reasoning yourself to say, okay, this book is probably rare. And then if all of that, you can't come to a determination on how rare a book is, just throw it up on IG and be like, hey, anybody seen this book or anybody know if this is rare? And it'll kind of, bring it out and show, how rare this book may or not be. So, sometimes you can make money in comic books just looking at the oddest of things, because everybody got everybody got some type of niche that they into, whether it's an artist or a certain style of cover. It just always pays to like just look through everything, especially when you go into places like half price books, Second and Charles. Like, look through every last thing, look through every DC. Like, honestly, some of my best finds have been looking in back issue bins and finding stuff that somebody was trying to hide or that was filed into the wrong place. Like that is some of my finds. And even when I go to shops that I go to all the time, I try to look through everything as much as possible. But even if I know last time I was here, they didn't have any keys in Iron Man, I'm still going back to look at Iron Man because people misplace stuff, try to hide stuff in comic shops all the time. An employee might see it, come across it, and file it back to where it's supposed to be at. A lot of comic shops offer layaway. People don't pay on their layaway. The shops just throw it back out into the bins. Probably won't even reprice it because they just made their money off somebody not paying their layaway, but they paid 20% down on that book to hold it. So, I mean, like people always ask me, how you always finding this rare stuff, bro? And it's not rocket science. It's just a little bit of extra effort. Instead of sitting there on Key Collector trying to look at what the hot books is and seeing if it got it, bro, just start going through and digging and pulling out what you like or what you think somebody else might like or something that you think look good. Like when I dig, I think about what people around me like. I'll be like, oh, such and such might like this cover. Such and such might like this cover. Let me pull it out because even though I might not want it for myself, I can put it on Whatnot. And if they see it in my inventory, they'll be like, hey, what cover is that? And then, boom, there you go. You done made a quick sale.
So that's how I found my Bee and Puppy Cat number 9, right? It was the shop that because back then, like when I first found it there, I thought it was issue 1 that was like Bartel or no, Rose Besh's first cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so I passed it there, and then that's about the time it first hit the hot 10 for CBSI's hot list, right? So every time I checked that shop, I would just keep on going back there and look in their B section to see if I could find it. And then this last time I went there, the shop was actually having a 50% off sale, and they actually added more books that because they had just bought a collection. So that's how I ended up with the Kickstarter, the issue 1 second print, and Rose Besh's first work for less than like $20. And I think the most expensive book out of it was the Kickstarter, which was like $12 with the 50% off, right? If you look it up on eBay, that's like $130 to $200 book, which is like just insane.
Hey, what's the spoiler on the Catwoman 43?
Man, it's not no spoiler. Like one of the characters from the animated series makes a cameo appearance at the end of the episode. But you know what?
First, Red Dagger.
Yeah, Red Dagger, something like that.
Oh,
She looked like a pretty cool character.
Is it Red Dagger or is it hold on a second. It's not Red Dagger because that's from Miss Marvel.
Oh,
Red Claw.
Red Claw. Okay, I couldn't remember from the animated series, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
looks just like her.
But you know what? I would pick that book up just based on that. I mean, DC will come back around eventually, and people will love DC and stuff like that. Will be first appearances like that will be good to have. But in Static Shock, season 1, issue 5, they four characters from the animated show. It might be like the Batman animated series make their first comic book appearance in that Static Shock book. I don't have the book right here.
This is the first time that we've had extra talks on the show with this panel, so it's been fun. Tips for honey, movie talk, basketball.
Yeah, it's like a mini drunken chat.
Yeah. This is your teaser of the drunken chat, right?
Yeah, we'll give you everything, man. We'll give you some spec. We'll talk about artists. We'll talk about people.
Dude, I'll be honest though, I haven't really bought any new books in like the last two weeks or so. I mean, I have. But I haven't gone into my.
You bought a book off of me on what?
No. But I haven't gone into the shop and bought anything.
See but that's why you pre-order them, right?
Yeah, I do. I have some stuff that I pre-ordered, but I mean, like, nothing's popped up that I'm like, oh, I need to go grab that. I didn't already pre-order it. You know what I mean? So I was kind of.
But some extras too.
I got them. I got it.
I'm talking about another. I sent another pack out to you.
Oh, okay, yeah. My wife, she was digging that book I got in there, that Wasp, that Scotty Young.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's going on with Tozen, man?
That book blowing up, man. Somebody bought one off of Whatnot from yesterday for $80.
Yeah, but like,
Right?
which one?
cover
The
A.
first print?
The first print
cover A.
cover A.
What's
Oh,
second
wow.
print doing? Is second print doing anything?
It's still slow motion on that, which I think is stupid because to me that's that's better than the cover A in my opinion. But
Yeah,
that's the
it
first cover appearance. Like
I'm
I don't
holding
know.
I'm holding my second prints. I sold a couple already for like like maybe double cover price, and I'm
Fuck
like kind
that.
of like okay, I'm gonna hold the rest
You
because
might
like
want to hold on because as much as
yeah,
people
I got 50 of them. I'm okay with them in a box. Put away.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I
yeah,
got
I
mine
mean
in the box just chilling, bro.
yeah,
I'm not even pressed to get them graded or nothing like that. I got a couple graded, and I sold them on Whatnot just for the hype of it. But this
yeah.
is that Static Shock book I was telling y'all about. It has the first appearance of some characters from some villains from the animated series. I can't remember if it was Batman animated series or the Static Shock animated series, but they make their first appearance in this Static Shock right here. So that's the same way Harley Quinn made. She started off in the animated and then came into the comic. So I kind of feel like you never know like what this type of spec can grow into, 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line. So it never hurts to pick these types of books up. All right, well, I'm about to slide off. Y'all can stay on here and talk if y'all want to,
Man,
but I'm about to
I'm
slide
gonna
off.
watch the rest of the game, man.
Yeah, I think this is a good place to end our
Yeah.
discussion.
All right, fellas. See y'all next week. People in the chat, see y'all next week. Let me play the
All right, thanks for having me on, Night.
Oh no,
Yeah,
thank
man,
y'all.
appreciate
Big
it.
Remo Hood, thank y'all for coming on last second. Remo, I'll talk to you in the chat. Joe,
Yep.
I'm gonna drop some books in the mail for you to press and stuff. Them newsstands and then that blue Marvel book.
And Joe, I have something just to mail that's just for you. Not to press or anything like that, but it's just for you for being you.
What did you get me, dude?
I showed it to you a long time ago, but I haven't.
Oh, dude, is it J. Scott Campbell?
It is J. Scott Campbell, and then I found another J. Scott Campbell book that's related to it, or not related to it, but just another J. Scott Campbell book that I don't know if you have or not. But I'm just gonna send with it as well.
Dude, I love you, Yee. Like,
Yep,
you're one of my most favorite people in the world, bro. Love you, bro.
Appreciate it.
Love
and
you
that's
guys
why everyone
too,
else
man.
loves me.
Oh, look at them! Look at them!
I still rookie what you call it appearance, man. What episode was that? Was that on Deal or Flip Side?
Was it Deal or Flip Side or Pro Spec?
No, that was his first appearance, dude. He was like, Deal, Flip. But
are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Because I don't know how to play.
Man, y'all
all
cold,
good, man. It's
y'all
all good.
It's all love here.
All right, everybody.
We out for real. We out for real now.
No, we got to do comic speculation, man, and get that going, man. We got to get that going again.
Monday.
Dude.
I was supposed to be doing the show on Mondays, but I be slipping because I never know what I want to do for the format of the show. But I think sometimes it's better if we just come without an agenda and
freestyle.
Sit around the fire, freestyle, show what we picked up, and just talk about different ideas. So we can probably start doing that on Mondays or something like that. And I'll just send out an invite to whoever want to come on.
Let's do it.
Kind of like a drunken chat during the week. So
and generally I work from home on Mondays and Fridays. So
okay.
You can call it Freestyle Mondays.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right. So we just made a thing in the middle of doing a thing.
Let's do it.
All right. We out, y'all.
All right, guys.